Many of you are familiar with Mystic Stamp Company. You've seen their ads, you've ordered their catalog, and no doubt ended up with some stamps on approval that you didn't want, either because you didn't notice or you ignored the part of the ad that said, along with the catalog, they'll send you some stamps on approval. Now, stamps on approval means that the dealer sends you the stamps first without payment. You choose which ones you want to keep, and you pay for those and return the rest. It's all on the honor system. And from what I've seen on the discussion boards, there are a few collectors that are lacking a bit in honor, saying that they didn't ask for the stamps, so they're keeping them. But that's neither here nor there. What I want to talk about is another offer that I responded to a few months back. They offered this vintage circus poster souvenir sheet for a special reduced price of $2. And along with that, you would be enrolled in their subscription service for the Heritage Imperforate collection. For a while now, the U.S. Postal Service has been offering press sheets of many of the issues. Now, the press sheets, that means you go to the post office, you buy a pane of 20 or maybe 16 stamps, but that pane came from a larger sheet that held 4 or 6 of these panes. That was the full sheet as it was printed off the press. And there's no longer perforations in the stamps. They're all die cut, which means that they've cut around the edges of the stamps in a simulated perforation pattern. In 2012, the Postal Service added a twist to their press sheet offerings when they offered a fewer number of press sheets with no die cuts at all. You, in effect, just had one giant sheet of stamps that could not be separated. The first stamps to be issued as a no die cut press sheet were the Major League Baseball All-Stars. These no die cut or imperforate sheets proved to be pretty popular with collectors, and the Postal Service continued to offer these imperforate press sheets. So, like I said, one day I came across an ad where Mystic was offering this imperforate souvenir sheet of vintage circus poster for $2, and along which you would be enrolled in their Heritage Imperforate Collection subscription program, in which you would once a month get a selection of these imperforate stamps. At first I thought, no way, this is overpriced stuff I can find a lot cheaper on HipStamp. But then I saw the kicker, which was that after 3 shipments, you would receive for free a binder and pages to house all these stamps. So, with an eye towards maybe recording my experience for a future YouTube episode, I decided to go ahead and enroll in the program. And here's what I got. So, this was my first shipment. It consisted of just one issue, the Charlie Brown Christmas booklet stamps. Let me take them out and let's take a look at them. Now, my first reaction on getting these was disappointment, to tell you the truth, because this booklet pane, they come as a solid block of tin, yet they felt the need to cut them up into 3 sections. Then my second reaction was the price. For this shipment, the price was $30.25. That price came as a bit of a shock to me because on HipStamp you can find the same booklet pane of 10 intact as one block of 10 for $12.74, including shipping. That turned me off right there, and I thought I would just return the stamps and say, keep your program. But I thought I would continue on and get to the free album and pages. So I went online and paid my bill and waited for the next shipment. And here's what shipment number 2 brought me. This is the second shipment I got. It consists of 8 issues. There's the War of 1812, the Color Waves, a pair of hearts, the Lunar New Year stamp, a block of 4 of water lilies, the Special Olympics, a stamp for missing children, and one for author Flannery O'Connor. Again, the first thing that struck me was the price, but even worse than that, The second thing was the poor centering on these. It looks like somebody just had a pair of scissors and just cut them haphazardly. For example, look at Flannery O'Connor. This wide right margin compared to this narrow left. On the Special Olympics stamps, you can see it actually flares up in a trapezoidal configuration. It's narrower on the bottom and wider on the top. And then one thing I forgot to mention when showing the first shipment was that they do include pre-cut show guard style mounts for all the stamps that you get. The price of this shipment came to $37.35. Now checking on HipStamp, and I want to make clear that I didn't just simply choose the lowest price on HipStamp. That would really be unfair because there's always going to be some outlier, some part-time dealer, some weekend warrior who just, throws his stuff out there for whatever price he can get. He'll just undercut the lowest price he sees. So what I did, I took the median price, that is, I filtered the results to one result per seller and then took the median selling price. That is where half of the stamps or half of the dealers are priced higher than that price and half of the dealers are priced lower. So it's kind of the midpoint. And the median price for this set of stamps on HipStamp and taking into account shipping costs was $18.70. So there again, less than half the cost of Mystic. So now on to the third shipment. And this was the third shipment, which consisted of 9 issues, starting with the Christmas stamp, West Virginia, the statehood stamp, Johnny Cash, Kwanzaa, Mr. NRA, 5 celebrity chefs, the Winter Fun block of 4, a pair of Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, and the breast cancer semi-postal. Once again, besides the price, several of these stamps exhibit poor centering from a lousy cutting job. You'll notice the uneven margins on the breast cancer stamp and on the Wilt Chamberlain pair. West Virginia has a very narrow bottom compared to the top margin. And Kwanzaa, that's another one with going trapezoidal on you. For this shipment, Mystic charged $44.40. Taking the median price on HipStamp plus some shipping charges, it came to $24.50. But like I said, with this shipment, I also got the free binder and pages. Let's take a look at those. This is the binder. It's your standard quality vinyl binder with printing on the cover and on the spine. Take a look here. The pages, we got 100 pages. That's 50 sheets. Double-sided. Starting with the Major League Baseball All-Stars. You get some explanatory text on the left, and then the spaces for the stamps on the right. So, adding it all up, starting with the original $2 circus sheet I ordered, and then the 3 shipments, my total expenditures came to $114 with Mystic. Looking on HipStamp and just taking the median price, I could have put that same package together for $62.94. Of course, then I would have to buy the album and pages separately. That was another $26.45, so my total expenditures would have been $89.39. That's a savings of $24.61 over Mystic's price, or about 22%. That's a pretty good savings, although what that's worth to you could be more or less, depending on your level of comfort in ordering from dealers you don't know on HipStamp, and dealing with a big established company like Mystic, and getting it conveniently, automatically each each month in the mail. So I'm not going to really bash them. I mean, they're a big company. They have a lot of overhead to cover, and it's only natural you're going to spend a little more with them. The only thing that would make it a game stopper for me is what I pointed out earlier in the uneven margins when they cut the stamps. To me, there's just no excuse for that. I'd much rather shop on a site like HipStamp where I can see images of the exact stamp I'm going to buy. So, what do you think? Deal or no deal? Let me know in the comments below, and then hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified of future episodes as they go up. And stick around because I'll just show you a slideshow of all the stamps I got while I was enrolled in this program. Until next time, this is Ted the Talking Stamp Collector, wishing you happy stamping.